Hello YouTube, it's Birdo Prey 5 and welcome back to another edition of Cities Skylines. Episode 27, Sassy's Revenge. And yes, I know it should have been a bed life stream tonight. Technically speaking, I usually go back and forth between the two. But it got to be so late, and I'm kind of tired. But I still wanted to come on, and I wanted to play the game some more. And tomorrow has to be a bed life stream. Tomorrow is going to be a big bed life stream. Because tomorrow, May 9th, 2019... is 10 years to the day that I first went into the hospital. It was May 9th, 2009. I was just been 30 years old for about 6 months. And that was the day everything changed. So 10 years tomorrow. I probably would have forgot. But Mom will pray. She remembers that day. It is like it was yesterday. It is a tough day for Mom will pray. So I am reminded of it, and tomorrow we will be doing a bed life. 10 years. 10 years since I got sick. 9 years almost to the day that I got home from the rehab. So tomorrow has to be a bed live stream. So tonight I'm just gonna do a relatively short, maybe an hour and a half or so, City Skylines stream. So if you are here, please remember to switch over to live chat instead of top chat. And Thomas Potts was first. Of course, Anti-Tracker did call first at 7:11 p.m. Eastern, about an hour and 10 minutes before I went on. Thomas Potts was first at 8:21 with hi. Anti-Tracker very soon after, a close second with hey. Richie Poole says first. All of you coming in at 8:21 p.m. Actually, 4 of you, Multi-Gunman, also at 8:21 p.m. saying, "Hi, Bird, how's it going?" Now, because you were expecting a bed live stream, I did put my beautiful face in the game. We are using the profile when I play Kerbal Space Program to play City Skylines. So you get to see me as I make the decisions to bring our city into the future. Let's get the time. Let's get it running. We'll get the camera going while I read some of the initial comments. Oh my God, look at all of those people. The city, mind you, is over damn near 140,000 people. I think we're at 138,000 and change. The city is prospering under my leadership. It is magnificent. It's growing bigly. Multi-Gunman says, "Hi, Bird, how's it going?" It's going well, Multi-Gunman. Thomas Potts says, "Wait, yesterday was City Skylines." He's unsubbing. Well, Thomas, I hope you waited long enough to hear my explanation. Josh Street says Sassy had dethroned Birdo Prey 5 as ruler of Kuroga. Not yet. Not yet. But we do have a statue. We do have a statue of Sassy to put down. Thank you to Josh Street for finding the link for it yesterday and putting it in the chat. I did find his links, and I downloaded 2 of the 3. The first one was just too big, and I'm already already have too many elements in the game, but I will be putting down the dog park monument to Sassy. So thank you, Josh Street. Thomas says, is the Touch Me tool working? It is, and it's called the Touch This tool. Not Touch Me, Touch This. Yeah, you see, I gotta read the comments until I get to the point where I can meet the comments on the screen off of the tablet. Multigunman says, don't worry, Bird, I'm not going outside during your stream this time. Last time I did, I was punished by the karma gods and I got locked out of my house. Yes, I read that, Multigunman. That was funny, but it was also sad. I am sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you able to get back in. Thomas Potts says tomorrow isn't a good anniversary. No, and Mom O'Prey is outside right now, so I'm gonna just be blunt and honest. It is a bitch for her. She teared up today. It was not a good day today. I didn't even know what was wrong. I could tell something was wrong. I was asking her, and she finally just like let it all out, and I was like, jeez. I would have let the day go without remembering personally, but it is a big day to her. So. Anti-Trigger says, bet you wish you made that joke about a black doctor now, huh? Bet you had not made that joke about a black doctor now. Could have saved you 10 years of suck. Anti-Trigger, no. Okay, first of all, the doctors that worked on me during this time, majority, I believe, were white. At least all the ones that I got introduced to were white. White and Jewish. Not all Jewish, but white and Jewish. It was Long Island Jewish Hospital where it happened.
There were many Indian doctors.
There were Indians. Indians, not American Indians.
Many women.
Many women. A lot of women. A lot of women doctors. I gotta be honest. Maybe that was the karma coming back at me. Because when I used to fly a lot, and I'd get on a plane, and the pilot was a woman, I go, But when the pilot and the co-pilot were women, I started praying. Just in case. But I'm not sexist. I'm just saying I prefer at least one male at the controls of the plane. Okay? Call me old-fashioned. But I say people who don't feel the same way are lying to themselves. Okay? I'm sorry. But the doctor who did my kidney surgery, who by all accounts was perhaps the most successful surgery I've ever had. He removed over 50 kidney stones from my right kidney. He stopped counting. There were so many stones to remove. Dr. Zeki? Zeki. He was African American. So he was a great doctor. Okay, I'm not. There has nothing to do with race. If I was, wouldn't have even gone that far. But he was an engineer too. He was an engineer who became a doctor. Okay, I could not have felt more at ease than going to the surgery under Dr. Zeke. Okay? Yeah.
Tomorrow, I would like to speak to you and be available to answer questions. If you go to sleep for a good portion of
Okay. So tomorrow's bed live stream, Mom O'Prey would like to speak for a little bit. And she will be available to answer questions. Because I was out of it. I was in a coma for a good portion of the time I was in the hospital. And even after I woke up, I really don't remember much. There was many months that are just gone. So she does want to be part of tomorrow's stream.
Not on camera.
No, okay, so not on camera, but you'll get the voice. We'll get her a microphone. So just as a heads up. Richie Poole says, look, it's baby Bird of Prey 5 in the lower right corner. Yes. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. First to plant the flag of firstness, all other claims are null and void. Thomas Potts says, seeing Bird of Prey looks fine when we see you doing Skylines, you should always do this. I'll think about it, Thomas, although to be honest, sometimes I'm playing Cities Skylines, I don't have a shirt on. So, I just like throw like a hospital gown or a towel over me. And sometimes I'm not even sitting up, so that is true. But thank you for the feedback, Thomas. Not Ryan Johnson says, this is definitely not Karoga. Tiki of Doom is Qapla, Tiki of Doom. Thomas Potts says, people in the town, it's a bird, it's a play, no, it's Bird of Prey, man. Anti-Trigger says, I wish I could stay, but I'm working on Galaxy Quest review, gonna be awesome. Very cool, Anti-Trigger, very cool. Sci-Fi Guy says, bless you and your mom, Bird. Thank you, Sci-Fi Guy, thank you. Hope you are doing well. We are. Thomas Potts says, no gunman, you got locked out because you chose Karoga. Oh, that means Thomas or one of his cohorts locked you out on purpose. Anti-Trigger says, Mom O'Prey will be in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Anti-Trigger. Multi-Gunman says, Bird doesn't allow black doctors to work on him. That's why he doesn't make black doctor jokes. No, that's not true, Multi-Gunman. I specifically do allow any doctor that I feel is competent, regardless of race, religion, or gender. As long as they're dog people. No cat people. I'm kidding. Oh, the podiatrist. Yes, my podiatrist is a cat person. I forgot. But I forgive him. Richie Poole says, at least you weren't naked when you locked yourself out, Multi-Gunman. Well, he didn't honestly say if he was or he wasn't. Anti-Trigger says that Multi-Gunman, I stand corrected. Multi-Gunman says, Anti-Trigger, no problem, just keeping the bird facts straight. Josh Street says, Bird better buy Mama Prey something great for putting up with you for tomorrow and Mother's Day. Thomas says, be back when I get to work. Take care, Thomas. Richie Poole says, like Jet Reno. Yes, like Jet Reno. An engineer who became a doctor. Mr. Longelli's Groovy Movies. Howdy, howdy, mister. How do I pronounce that? Gonna bug me. Lonedilges? Lonadels? Lonadelis. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that word. The Multi-Gunman says, we look forward to hearing from Mama Prey on the next live stream. Cool. Richie Poole says, an engineer who became a doctor. Yes. Wally and the Derp. Hi, Wally and the Derp. You seem new around here. At least not around often. We're just about to get started. Richie Poole says, a shirtless bird of prey. 5. Too sexy for YouTube. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Multi-Gunman says, regardless of race, color, or creed. But no, that's not what I said. That is not at all what I said. Okay, you're adding words. Push-ups. 2345 says, at Bird of Prey, thanks for sharing my article with the Anti-Tracker. Though I'm crushed that he hated it. I don't think he hated it. He just, he didn't think it was an article. He likes to read articles where this was more like a story article. Okay? Like a, read more like a log of, which I think was what you were going for, of someone, looking back on the Borg encounter, where he likes to read articles that are like, news articles, where people are talking about something or complaining about something. When you're using quotes from the episodes, he has nothing to argue about. That's the problem. He can't nitpick it because he's using quotes. Now, where you did use opinion, of course he did nitpick. I wouldn't be crushed. Push up. Multi-Gunman says, Richie Poole, I wish I was naked. I would have given the neighbors a show. Anti-Tracker says, push up 2345. It was you. Yes. Anti-Tracker lols. DJ Odyssey says, Gunman, don't lock yourself out. And DJ Odyssey says, hi everyone. DJ Odyssey has not been here in a while. Welcome, DJ. I'm glad you're doing good, DJ. I assume you're doing good. I'm glad you are here. Push-up says, Anti-Tracker indeed. Aw. Mr. Longel's Groovy Movies says, drop the J. YouTube won't allow me to correct my typo yet. Ah! Okay, so Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. Perfect. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. Multi-Gunman says, DJ Odyssey, I learned my lesson. Anti-Tracker says, push up. The problem is that article felt like someone who did not know the character of O'Brien. Not that it was bad with the references, but it did not feel like Miles. But if you wrote it, take no offense. Miles, you see, the thing with Miles is that he went through several distinct personalities. There was Enterprise Miles, where he seemed content to run the transporter and, get married, and didn't seem to have any other ambitions at all. Okay? And then, you never saw him in engineering. When the Enterprise was in, dire straits, and LaForge and Data were in engineering trying to pull out a miracle, O'Brien never showed up and say, hey, I'm a pretty good engineer. I might be able to help you, fix this holodeck before it destroys the ship. No, he was in the transporter rooms. Transporters are offline. And he was happy enough with marrying Keiko, and that was that. Then all of a sudden, we find out, hey, O'Brien is a ridiculously good engineer. Perhaps, certainly a better engineer than Geordi ever was. No offense to Geordi. But Geordi wasn't going to, you know, Geordi can run diagnostics. O'Brien was getting into, you know, Cardassian Jeffries tubes full of voles and fixing wires and using self-sealing stem bolts to fix things, you know, mechanically, like an engineer might actually do. So it turns out Miles is a great engineer. And then it turns out Miles is a war hero. And then it turns out Miles does, you know, occasional missions for Starfleet intelligence as an undercover operative, because he's also so good at being an undercover operative, apparently. I mean, where did that come from? But, yeah, Miles... Oh, and Miles is also such a family man that he would risk his entire career to send his daughter back to the past so she could live her entire life on a desolate planet alone? I don't know. Miles is a hard character to pin down. I like him, but he was kind of whatever the script writers needed. He didn't have a distinct personality that followed him from show to show, whereas Worf was more or less the same Worf we saw in TNG. It's just that he did naturally grow as a character, but that was well within believability of him, you know, becoming a more experienced Federation officer over the better course of a decade that we watched him change. So, you know, that was fine. Worf was Worf, whereas Miles were at least two different people. Sci-Fi Guy says hello there to DJ Odyssey. DJ says, Bird, don't hold up anymore. Your head went poof. Oh, don't hold this up anymore? Sorry about that. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Hector says, hi people, Sassy's revenge. How high is the death toll? Hobbit high. Anti-Trigger says, for example, if I was writing something like I swore I would never hit that synthale again when Riker came in and said he was beaming over to the Borg ship. Hector says, well, Wrench, sure, calling him a war hero is a little too far. But he was the hero of Seska 3 or something. That was literally what they called him in Deep Space Nine. Chief Cook says, hi guys. DJ Odyssey says, Miles is an awesome dart player. Yes, that's true. And well, I guess he did the kayaking. The kayaking came from the Enterprise. He did kayak on the Enterprise. That came with him. DJ Odyssey says, hi to Cook. Multi-Gunman says, Bird thinks Miles is a better engineer than Geordi because... No! It's because Geordi's blind, not because he's black. No. Because Geordi just really runs diagnostics. And listen, I like Geordi, okay? I really like Geordi. He's a good character, and he's kind of an awkward character, okay? I mean, we like to think of Barclay as the weird one from the Next Generation, but Geordi was pretty close. Geordi was pretty close, making those holodeck women, going through the personal logs of people, and then falling in love with them when they came back, and then, you know, trying to fight for them when they're accused of murder. He made some weird choices, Geordi, okay? Geordi Geordi was a bit of a creeper. He was a bit of a creeper. He did not have the social, and he came out. He said he didn't know how to socially interact. Okay, he tried. He brought that lady to the holodeck, and she's like, "I just want to be friends," and he's like, "Yeah, I've heard this before." Blah blah blah. So Geordi was only like one level of normal more than Barkley. Okay. Geordi was a weird one, and I'll be honest. I think a lot of engineers, and I'm an engineer, we could identify with that. Hector says, "Wait, of what Miles are we talking here?" Miles O'Brien, Chief O'Brien. Push up, says Anti-Tracker, in good fun, bro. Bird of Prey. The log feel is when I was going for, but DC Daily Wire. But because Daily Wire is political site, it's Ben Shapiro site, I had to make a point. It's anti-pacifist argument. Ah, I got it. Yeah, I did not think of the fact that it was a political site. It kind of went over my head. Anti-Trigger says the multi-gun man nailed it. No, he didn't nail it, Anti-Tracker. He didn't nail it. He couldn't have been more wrong. Multi-gun man says Anti-Tracker, I've got to know Bird really well. DJ says it wasn't because he's black. Bird hates him because he's handicapped. And he got... I got an audible laugh from Mom. Mom O'Prey. Because he's handicapped and got fancy things to make him not handicapped. And Anti-Tracker says the push-ups, I will say this. It was less offensive than any other article I've read in the last week. That's true. Actor says, well, Anti-Trigger, don't like how Geordi is more of a software engineer than an electronics one. Or, for that matter, a warp field engineer. Or a starship engineer. Richie Poole says, hi, DJ. Okay, I'm not going to say the highs. Chief Cook says, Worf grew as a command leader. Indeed. Push-Up says his war experience is why he carried prejudice for Cardassians. See, that's another thing where they went back and forth on. There was an episode where O'Brien, I think it was a TNG episode. Yeah, it was a TNG episode where Cardassian came up to him in 10 Forward, and he was like, yeah, whatever, I don't want to talk about the war. And like Miles was talking, I don't know if he was talking to Keiko, but he was talking to someone, and he was like, I don't see, the war's over. Why does everybody still hate the Cardassians? They're not our enemy anymore. And, you know, he was like, I'm above this. This is, you know, I fought a war, the war is over, so it's all good now. It's all good. And then by Deep Space Nine, he was like, you know what Cardassians do to their prisoners? And he was going with Kira in a season 1 episode or season 2 episode to Cardassian. I think it was season 1, to go get back a Bajoran prisoner. And he's like, I know what Cardassians do. And he didn't want to talk about it, but the other Cardassians knew him as the hero of Seklik 3 or something, where he killed a bunch of Cardassians, and he'd call them Carnies or Cardies, whatever he'd call them. So he was not the same Miles he was in TNG. DJ Odyssey, I really like Geordi, Bird of Prey quote. You know, we haven't even started the game. We have 17 people, though. I mean, that's damn good for a Cities Skylines stream. I guess we'll just talk about Deep Space Nine all night. The Multi-Gun Man says to Hector, hi. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says Sectic 3. Miles led a detachment that stopped a Cardassian attack on a settlement. Anti-Trigger says you heard it. Bird of Prey officially says he's not racist because he hates people with disabilities more than people of color. Tiki of Doom said, yeah, Jordy was a creeper, lol. TJ says, I called it, lol. John Araki says, Qapla, John Araki. Hector says, well, then he is an ableist, right? Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, LaForge had women problems, something all men go through at one time or another. I don't know about all men, but a lot of men. Waldo Gunman says, Bird doubly hates Jordy because he's black, because he's blind and black. It's like double hate points. Hector says, not very proficient in SJW talk. Multi-Gunman says, if Bird was the captain of the Enterprise, he'd make Geordi chief engineer of the ship's... No! No. No, the ship doesn't have a cotton field. And B, I would not make Geordi. I'd make Data chief of the cotton field. Because Data could perform repetitive tasks quickly and not get bored or annoyed by them. Vile Mike says, howdy all. Howdy, Vile Mike. Save me, Vile Mike. Save me from the people who are trying to get me branded a racist and thrown off YouTube. We're up to 20. Welcome. Welcome all. Yeah, I'll start playing the game shortly, I guess. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, Miles, I don't hate you, Cardassian. I hate what I became because of you. Very great quote. Great quote, Mr. Lundell. Very, very accurate. Yes. I believe that was in TNG. Darren Wagner says, Chief O'Brien remains the most fleshed out enlisted Starfleet character we've ever seen. I could go for that. I could see that. Honestly, I can't even think of any other enlisted characters offhand. And I don't think Chief was enlisted in the early days. I think that was a retcon. One I'm fine with, but just pointing it out. Hector says the Vile Mike Bird equal Bajo equal bird. Pajero equals someone that strangles the bird frequently. From the other day. Vile Mike says, lol, I'm too lazy to type the special bits of letters. Mr. Miles is here. Mr. Miles' senses were tingling. Welcome, Mr. Miles. I saw a new anti-tracker video out just before I went live. I've not watched it yet, but I will watch it later. I just finished watching Anti-Tracker's video today. Wow, that editor, such an awesome guy. Okay, I'm not sure then. I thought that was a video you edited, Anti. Oh, it is. Damn it, it is. You guys, check out Mr. Miles. Check out Anti-Tracker's latest video. And consider giving, if you can, to the Mr. Miles New Computer Fund. That will help Anti-Tracker's videos get better, since Anti-Tracker is basically so big, he farms out his videos to Mr. Miles now. Hector says the Vile Mike, not so much the accent is for the A or the E. DJ says holodeck can make a cotton field though, Bird. It's true, I suppose. It makes me think of those TNG parodies I kept posting. Some of them are so freaking hilarious. I could see that the Captain Picard that they were making in that, because if you watch them all back to back, It's like a whole other series where it's basically like the mirror universe of TNG, where Picard is like this evil, crazy person, and I could totally see Mirror Picard making a cotton field in the holodeck and forcing crew members to work it. Oh, I can't read. I gotta clear my eyes. Those parodies are still that funny. Even after watching them, they're still making me laugh. Oh. Vile Mike, but come on, I'm sure that bird of prey strangles the bird or choke. No. John Araki says, didn't someone just put out a video about being nice to content creators, or was that or just unsub? Oh, being nice to content creators or just unsub. Yes, I kind of remember something like that. Tiki of Doom is saying, your name is Jordy. Whip. Poor Jordy. He already escaped being a slave. Actor says he chokes the goose. Oh. Mr. Miles says, I'm all for this pro-Miles talk. I approve. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says Yeoman Rand from TOS was fleshed out a bit. She could have been fleshed out more. The Multi-Gunman says, I don't hate black people. I hate that I can't. No, that is not a quote from me. You know, people I know watch this stream, okay? It's not cool. Vile Mike. Mi novia is Mexican. She is trying to teach me more Spanish. I mostly know food and cuss words from being from Southern Cal. Darren Wagner says Yeoman Rand, when she was a yeoman, was the only other enlisted in Star Trek. DJ says Yeoman Rand had some good fleshy parts too. Actor says all her parts were nice. Yeah, and we knew that was coming. Vile Mike says I wish I could help. Maybe if I got some extra sales in the eBay shop. Hint, hint, buy my stuff. Yes, check out Vile Mike's eBay shop. A lot of retro. And check out his YouTube channel too. A lot of retro gaming stuff. Push-Up says Gentle was the bread of these Cardassians a long time ago. O'Brien, after learning Keiko, let Molly play with a Cardassian child. Gentle was bred out of the Cardassians a long time ago. I still have a hard time not calling them Kardashians. Vile Mike says, that will be all yeoman. Actor says Cardassian children versus Mocklin children. DJ says Roots, the Star Trek years. John Araki says Star Trek, The Rise of the South. Oh, God. Vile Mike says Lieutenant Commander Kunta Kente. Oh. Thomas is back. DJ says front. Actor says people soon Bird will be scrutinized by Google for monetization, so he pretty much wants for us to behave. And Multi-Gunman is now just claiming first, because why the hell not? Why the hell not? Okay, let's actually try to play a little bit of this game. There's just two things I want to do. Okay, first, holy crap. The population is now 142,467. It's increased tremendously in just the time we were waiting. I've been reading comments. So let me save the game. And just in case something really bad happened, like another massive fire somewhere, I'll save it under a new name. 140K. Okay. So here's what I was thinking. Here's what I was thinking. We have a spot here that I was thinking. I know I got a little tired of the cable cars last time, but I'm thinking I put a cable car stop here, and we come, and this is a big distance. It's too big to walk. But if we put a cable car stop somewhere along here, yes, somewhere along here by this mall, there we go. Now we can get people to go. Oh, where am I? We can get people to come from here. Wait. No, this was put down in the wrong direction. Why? No, there's a road. Slope's too steep. Oh, there's the road. What is this thing doing down here? That's got to go up. Okay. Yeah, this has to go up to this road. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to go from there. We're going to put down cable car lines. That noise is Sassy because Mom O'Prey is having a snack. Cereal. We had an early dinner because my sister came by today, and that is most of the reason why I had a late start today. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Slope too steep. That's not good. There we go. So now this will help get people. This will help get people to this posh mall, which should be a big draw. Well, 60 and 41, so it's not terrible. But it'll get people here. It'll also get anybody in this neighborhood over here straight on across, and it can take them to here, which is okay, but what's here? Not much. I mean, there's more buildings, there's residential, there's commercial, but they could then come here and then walk across to the Roman Colosseum and just be on Orville Island in general, which has most of the tourism spots. So that's basically a walk and a hop let's see. I gotta put this back on because I will lose. No, I don't want to leave YouTube. What happened? Okay. Live chat. Yes. Live chat is good. Okay. Okay. This way I can read the comments if I fall behind later. So yeah, so this should help. Also, I want to put over here, and hopefully there is enough room. Okay, not a hell of a lot of people using it so far, but let's see. Now I know Sassy is not a corgi, but corgi is, yes, there is. A corgi is what was available. So this will be the Sassy, I guess it's a park. Yes. This will be Sassy. Sassy. No, baby, I'm not calling you. The Temple of Sassy. There we go. So now the Temple of Sassy can have visitors and tourists and all those good things. And you know what? Let's edit it. Attractiveness accumulation 5. No. We're going to do more like 50. Entertainment accumulation 55. How about 95? Okay, 85. Entertainment radius 500. Fire hazard, fire tolerance, maintenance cost, that's expensive. Noise, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? Let's make the entertainment radius even bigger. There we go. Now we're going to have some tourists. Okay, because this is actually, it looks like a corgi, but it's actually a beagle. Now these people on the, oh yes, let's ride the cable cars. These people on the cable car system, they are absolutely not at all worried about the planes coming in for landings and cutting the cords. The chances of that happening again are very, very little. I say again because yes, an accident like that did happen once in Italy. Very unfortunate, but an American fighter plane actually just cut through the cables of a cable car system, and yeah, the results were bad. So very cool. We made it across. Okay, so we got Sassy's picture. We got Sassy's statue down. We've got this cable car system linking up these two areas. Let's see what we have. High industrial demand. Let's see. We could, and what do we got here? We do have a cargo airport. We could put down. Is this still farmland? I believe it is. This looks like pretty fertile farmland. Let me just make sure. Yes, it is. Okay. We could put down another farm area. Let's see. Even though Orville Island is really... Wait, this is Starfleet Island. Yeah, Starfleet Island. Okay. Starfleet Island is perfectly acceptable to have farms. There we go. We'll build the farms off of this. Oh, there's a new tool I got called the Parallel Road tool. You might want to check it out. It is a mod. It lets making parallel roads much easier. You can lay them both down at once. You can do some fancy things. Parallel Road tool. You could look that up in the Steam Workshop if you're interested. I don't have a reason to use it right now, but you guys should check it out if you play Cities Skylines. There we go. Okay. Sassy girl. It's okay, baby. There we go. Okay, now we district this off. It's not a district. This is a district. Yes, I'm trying to grow the city. We're painting a district here. Let's see. There we go. Let's expand it over. Just in case. Not that I think we'll ever come out that far. But industrial specialization is a farm. And I don't think we're going to put down any commercial here, but if we were, we'll say it's organic, since there'll be farmland nearby. There should be plenty of organic stuff to deliver. And we zone. go. There we go. Some farm. Now, no, I don't want the farms to go to the main road. So we'll cut the farms there. Okay. And then you know what? We will put commercial down there. High density commercial here. And some commercial there. Why not? There we go. We'll give this farmland some time to grow. And I'll read the comments again. I will read some more comments. Hopefully, nothing horrible. Let's see, where were we? Yes, Multi-Gunman yelled out first for no particular reason. Vile Mike says, I behave badly. Actor says, we must whip Bird into PC conformity. To Darren Wagner says, I think post-Dominion War, the Cardassians became an economic culture instead of a military one, giving the Ferengi some competition. I don't know that there's much to base that on. I mean, I do remember Cardassians shipping some weapons to a third party. That's with them being used to arm Bajorans, but that was right after the war. Well, right after the occupation. I honestly don't recall anything saying Cardassia was any particular economic power. But I could be wrong. I'd look for proof. Richie Poole says Yeoman Barrows finished out a bit in shore leave. Fleshed out a bit in shore leave. John Araki says Columbus tried to call first too. Actor, yes, very funny. Very funny. But he succeeded in a way. Actor says Vikings were heard in the distance. Bitch, please. But you know, the problem was the Vikings didn't share that info with anybody of relevance. Okay? If you don't go back and tell the Queen of Spain, it really doesn't mean anything. Apparently. You know, that's just history. Population 142,000. Is that total or actually higher, as some are only 3/5? So that is actual population, Vile Mike. Actor says, and then the native says, what are we to you? Vile Mike says, I am going to hell for that last comment. You might be. Multi-Gunman says, Bird, send a locksmith over. Uh-oh. Are you locked in the house now? Vile Mike says, so is anyone else that laughed. DJ says, Bird, you know you are not supposed to speak of your sister unsubbed. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, DJ. I forgot. That was hard. Hard times for you. Actor says, DJ, wait, why? Is his sister a secret Targaryen or something? DJ says something let's not speak of. Lol. John, the former peasant, says, hello everyone, Qapla, Qapla. John, the former peasant, and Hector, and everybody saying it. John Araki says, too many Johns, indeed. John, the former peasant, says, that's Johnist. Hector says, John's like flies. DJ says we can't unsub now. I have to wait till Bird hits 1,000. Then sub to get him back to $9.99. Yeah. Hector says that's wicked. John the Farmer Peasant says so many Johns. We are confused. Should be at Lores. Vile Mike says, Bird of Prey as Jamie. Sister. No. Hector says Thomas is as Varia. Yes. He's the eunuch, Thomas. Vile Mike says Sassy gets her park and monument. Good for her. Hector says Lore as Sam. Vile Mike says Samwell. That he's Samwell? Well, Hector already said Lore is Samwell. John the Four President says Vile, that's a tortured way to get a hobbit. Joke, I salute you. Vile Mike says thank you, the peasant. Former peasant. Vile Mike says Lore torches us, he is Ramsey. Oh boy. John Araki says, is it Sassy's destiny to bring about the end of the world with the red right paw? John the Former President says Ponce should definitely be Spider-Varus. He is always secretly in the walls, and now he is first. Thomas has lots of little birdies. Thomas says, so Bird of Prey, a plane flew into the Italy cable car. No, I did not fly the plane into the Italy cable car, and I don't know if it was Air Force or a Navy pilot. Some American pilot. Could have been a Marine. I'm not sure. Someone in the armed forces. It was an accident. It was unfortunate. It was, tragic. And of course the U.S. got sued for tons of money. Actor says, we have many things. What is missing? Meteors. Vile Mike says farmland near an airport. Sound and smell pollution. Great for property values. Well, that's why there's no, nobody living there. John the Former President says Orville Island Farm should raise pickles. Hector says nice. And Thomas says Porn Road Toll. Is there a Porn Road? Josh Street says Bird, it was an old 6 Prowler that was involved with the Cavaliers cable car disaster. A6 Prowler, an old A6 Prowler. Vile Mike says, and should have a jarring factory near it. Actor says, but pickles aren't farmed. Josh Street says, back in 88. 1998. Was it that long ago, 1998? Because I remember hearing about it on the news. I mean, I know it wasn't recent, but I would have pegged it between 2001 and 2009. Sometime after 9/11, but before I got sick. That's kind of where I pegged it in the timeline of my life. John the Former Peasant says, cucumbers? DJ says, let me guess, this is Snoozeberry Farm. Oh, I didn't even name it. I mean, it could be Snoozeberry Farm. Hector says, where did Anti-Tricker go? He said he was going to be working on his video. Vile Mike says they taste like Oompa Loompas. DJ Odyssey says trying to get work done maybe. Richie Poole says Sassy gets to express her inner corgi. Hector says, wait, what's he doing in between the airport strips? Hector says, Oompa Loompa, orange slave bad. Yes. Vile Mike says, did a Borg sphere just land at the airport? It could have been a UFO. We do receive regular UFO landings. DJ says, looked like it. Hector says, I wouldn't be surprised. John the Former Peasant says, Borg tourist. Hector says, soon the island becomes green and gray. That would be a great disaster. The Borgland. Richie Pools says, DJ, I've been lobbying Bird to get one of your strip clubs on AOC Supergirl Island. Vile Mike says, if the Borg are the airport, the TSA must be the worst. Resistance is truly futile. DJ says, do we really want that? The strippers would probably be like the California girls from his video. John Araki says, AOC does not think 6 weeks is enough time. John, the former peasant, says, hopefully nothing horrible. Dang, now Bird has memory issues. Richie Pools says, nothing but the hottest girls perform at DJ's. And DJ says, yeah, but his AOC island is filled with SJWs. The island is empty. There's nothing on the island yet. Vile Mike says, SJW strippers, you tip them and they complain about how the male strippers make 10% more. John, the former peasant, says Cardassia is on an economic power. Their newest generation is billionaires. Notice he said Cardassia with a K. Richie Poole says, don't believe everything you see on Fox, DJ. DJ says, do you really want to see hairy strippers? And that's just the females. Hector. Thomas Potts says, the Templar Knights were here before the Vikings. Yes, they were burying stuff in the money pit on Oak Island. Sci-fi guy is lolling at DJ. Vile Mike says the DJ here shoot is, I don't. DJ says not mine. John Araki says someone pay Bird to sing. Dude looks like a lady. Thomas says a eunuch of what? A eunuch. Vile Mike says you're here to hear, folks. DJ likes them shaved. Lol. John Araki says, Bird, what is Kuroga's minimum wage? Kuroga doesn't have a minimum wage. Okay, if it's too little, don't work there. DJ says, no hardballs that way, Vile. Actor says, because Varys is a very intelligent and informed person, Thomas. Yeah. Vile Mike says, knowing that, your wife must be happy, woman, DJ. DJ says he's divorced, lol. John Araki says, what happened to salesman twins? Siamese twins during Thanos' snap? That is a good question. And the preferred term, the PC term, is conjoined twins. Conjoined twins. Not Siamese. For some reason, it's not supposed to say Siamese. Multigun Man says, Bird for President of the World 2020. Long live Kuroga, death to Kurdistan. Thank you, Multigun Man. Vile Mike says, divorce, you must have been a happy man then. John, the former peasant, says the bunny suit is sacrosanct. DJ Odyssey says, I am, lol. John Araki says, what happened to unborn babies whose moms got Thanos snapped? Well, I'm assuming they went with their mom. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey 5 last year, February 4th, 2018, was the 20th anniversary of the Cavalice cable car disaster. That is what you might have seen not too long ago. John the former president then updates the word to sacrosanct. Sacrosanct. John Araki says DJ is a swinger flying solo. Hector says, I wonder what Ant-Man would say if he drives inside the bunny suit. Dives inside the bunny suit. Vile Mike says he's flying solo. I thought he did not like Harry Championship. Josh Reed says, Bird sings, dude looks like a lady every time he sees Laura in drag. John Araki says, Bird, what is Kuroga's policy on drinking straws? the more straws the merrier. Okay? In fact, we might have compulsory crazy straws at every restaurant and bar. Vile Mike says, so would the PC of Siamese conjoined twins be conjoined twins. Multi-Gunman says, City is coming along nicely, Bird. Thank you, Multi-Gunman. See, somebody can be nice in this chat. And Vile Mike's Karoga dumps them by the billions into the water. Yes. We have to make up for all the other cities that are banning straws. So we just dump extra ones right into the ocean. That and those, you know, plastic things that 6-packs come in. Okay, so the farm is built. Though they're having a little problem getting workers here. But you know what? I think they'll be just fine. What was I supposed to name this? Snoozeberry? Snozberry? What is that even a reference to? Let's call it no, it doesn't include Strawmans. Let's call it well, we've got an airport there, so we'll call it Airfield Farms. There we go. Airfield Farms. That's a decent name. Okay. So let's see. I gotta say, Starfleet Island is pretty damn full. Although we got some room over here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's go check on Avenger Island. Avenger Island was our newest project. How are things over here? Well, things seem to be, doesn't seem to be any traffic issues. Everybody seems to be happy. How are the land values? Land values. I gotta be honest. Land values everywhere are super high. I think that's because of our monuments. It just maxes out the land value of the entire frickin' city. That is pretty cool. We don't even have to worry about land value. It's good and it's bad. It's good in that every part's high. It's bad in that you can't really raise it anymore. So, let's, what do we need? Commercial. So we can build some commercial down here. Now, let's see. There is cargo area here. So, commercial stuff could come down. So let's build a commercial area over here. Let's see. There we go. This will be all commercial. we'll do a mix of low density and high density. We'll do low density on the outside here. Of course, I have a problem drawing inside the lines. So yeah, we'll do low density outside. And inside we'll do, of course, high density. Oh, well, we need to put a little road going up to here. I guess we could put down a little bit of offices. I don't know if that's actually useful for anything, but yeah, we've got a Stargate here, so people can get here easily to work from really any island. So this should be prime commercial real estate. Plus, they can get deliveries from just down this road. The cargo train comes off, and the trucks can come on down to here. So this should be one of the nicer commercial zones in the city, all things equal. In fact, maybe we'll just go ahead and extend it right on over to the residential area. That's probably a good thing. There we go. And you don't connect. Okay, so now we will definitely put a little more offices here so that they do buffer the residential, because residential, they don't like the noise that commercial brings. It's not the end of the world, but if we can buffer it, we should buffer it. So we'll do that, and we'll do some low density commercial here along the water. And up here. And then again, we'll put more high density commercial, and of course, this basically ate up our commercial demand. And we'll put some office over here. So, excellent. Perfect. We'll let that fill in. And I'll read the comments. We're at 144,000. Let me save the game. Let's check on... Okay, no major fires or anything burning out of control. So I will read the comments and then we will call it a night, because I am getting exhausted, and tomorrow I need to review the Twilight Zone. Yes, a new Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone for tomorrow, that should be out early in the morning, maybe at midnight, I'm not even sure, but Twilight Zone hits very early tomorrow. And it looks crazy. It's not all men. And it looks like what SJWs think men would be. If like men just start running wild after a meteor falls down, men get all like rapey. And like, no, like literally like women will start reporting that men are trying to rape them. And guys are like swinging baseball bats and shooting off guns. And acting like SJWs think men would act if not for, you know, the fact that they've been tamed or something. And it's called Not All Men. And the story that you know, from the preview, it's a meteor falls down. And something in the meteor presumably gets all these men acting like this. Now, I'm already guessing, and I could be wrong, because I often am, but hey, at least I make those predictions. I'm guessing the twist in the end is that there was nothing in the meteor. That the men just started acting like this because they saw other men acting like this, and they thought it was okay to act like this. So it is gonna just be this whole political thing about how because we elected Trump, people became more racist than they ever were or something. But that's my guess. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. But it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to review because it looks like it will be a hot mess of an episode. Unlike last week's episode, which I didn't love, I didn't hate, it kind of sucked the more I thought about it, but I still didn't hate it with a passion. I didn't love it with a passion, so it's very hard to review something when you feel no passion one way or the other towards it. I got John Araki says DJ is a swinger flying solo. That I misread that comment before. Vile Mike says he's flying solo. I thought he did not like the Harry Championship. And then I read some other comments. Straws for everyone, says Hector. Does that include Strawmans? No. Vile Mike says Willy Wonka. Thomas Potts says, did you run out of slaves? Richie Poole and the Chocolate Factory. Push Up says, I was in a city that only had paper straws recently. They wear out in like 10 minutes. Glad New York City hasn't done it yet. Yeah, they're stick close. You're in New York City, Push Up? So am I. Queens. Vile Mike says, only those that lack brains, Hector. John Araki says, Qapla. DJ Odyssey says, that's some bad roads on Avenger Island. Why? What's wrong with those roads, DJ? Hector says, the city is going so well that there's barely a recognizable logo. John Araki says, Bird, does the Kuroga Universal Healthcare Plan cover breast augmentation? It depends on how badly the woman needs it. A panel of doctors, aka judges. You know, that's a very complicated scoring system, but they only dole it out where it's truly needed. Hector says Avengers Island is happy. They seem to be. Hector says Kuroga Universal Health Plan. Ah ha ha ha. Well, it's not truly universal. Vile Mike says John, yes, because they are mandatory for everyone. That's not true. Richie Poole says avenging is such happy work. John Araki says even livestock. Oh god. DJ Odyssey says you need a Tony Stark memorial on Avenger Island. And Vile Mike says Richie pre-venging is happier. John Araki says Black Widows walk on the edge of a cliff. Hector says, DJ, you were in charge of homaging Black Widow. Maybe put some strippers to task. And John Araki says Bird should do a map that's all... No. I'm not doing a map that's all condom brand logos. The DJ says all strippers at the Pink Bunny wear Black Widow costumes for 1 month's time. That's a touching tribute. Yes, Hector. Thomas Butt says, hi, is Mr. Butts here? First name Seymour. Seymour Butts, is anyone here? Seymour Butts? Hey guys, I'm asking the Seymour Butts. Richie Poole says, no touching, it's the law, Hector. Vile Mike says, okay folks, have to go work on the car. Have a good insert relevant time period here. Take care, Vile Mike. Johnny Rocky says, I'm looking for a video, a Borg video. Has anyone seen a Borg video? Not around these parts. DJ says, see ya, Mike. And Hector says, good luck with that. Maybe you can visit Anti-Trekker's truck after that. DJ says, anyone seen Vile Mike Hunt? Richie Poole says, see ya, Vile. Make that car purr like a kitten or roar like a lion. John Araki says, where on the map is the Indian gaming casino? I don't know if I have a casino. I think there's one on Orville Island. Multi-Gunman says, whoever created this game is a genius. Looks very cool to play. Well, Multi-Gunman, it's taken years and years and years of development. It came out in 2015 and they're still adding things to it. And it's basically a continuation of, say, SimCity series, which started back in like the 80s. So it is it's been a work, a 30-year plus work, if you think about it. And yes, John Araki says SimCity, which it certainly is based on. Thomas Potts says a Canadian Supreme Court judge is missing. Uh-oh. Actor says, that episode is tonight, right? Well, I believe it comes on at midnight, so I think so. For me, it will be early tomorrow morning. Josh Street says, is the Twilight Zone episode a knockoff of the 1984 Night of the Comet? I have no idea what Night of the Comet is, but it could be. Multi-Gunman Thomas Potts, a conservative or liberal judge? Well, do they even have conservative judges in Canada? Hector says, the Night of the Comet had a kick-ass female protagonist. Thomas says, I doubt they have a conservative. His name is Clement Gascon. Well, it's got Khan right in the name. He's got to be conservative. Multi-Gunman says, Thomas Potts, wouldn't surprise me. Canada is contaminated with liberal pathogen. Push-Up says, yup, NYC. DJ says the roads have a 90-degree angle on them going straight up. Well, don't worry about that, DJ. They're driving Jeeps. They can make it. And Thomas says, okay, they found him. Okay, I will call back the Karoga Rescue Squad. They don't need to fly into Canada looking for this judge. Multi-Gunman says Thomas Potts, he was a liberal judge. Then he was probably under the Turdu's desk. Servicing the account. Trudeau. I know how it's pronounced, but I can't do it. Justin Trudeau. DJ says, Bird, you did not finish my comment. The roads have a 90-degree angle on them, going straight up. I thought I finished the comment. Actor says, unfinished comments are mutilated comments. Richie Poole says, Multi-Gunman, our Attorney General is doing that with Trump right now. Richie. Thomas pauses and he complains that we do quotes out of context. And DJ says no, the Mike Hunt comment. Yeah, DJ, I did not continue reading that. That's correct. I'm not going to. Okay, I don't guarantee the reading of every comment. I know what it sounds like. Okay, guys. 144,653. It's coming up on 10 p.m. Eastern. I thank you all very much for coming to hang out. You guys seem to like having me in the corner. We'll see what we can do next time. No, because it's the oldest thing in the book, DJ. Really, it's like pull my finger. Mike Hunt. You think everybody knows that? There is a police officer in, I'm not going to say where exactly, but it is a city in Arizona. And his name is, in fact, he's a detective. Detective Michael Hunt. Okay? And I gotta say, for weeks, I thought it was a fake name. I thought somebody was trolling somebody when they gave their name as Detective Michael Hunt. And for weeks, this guy was going around saying that he'd been in contact with Detective Michael Hunt of the whatever police department, and I was like, there's no way that's a real name. There's no way it's a real name. Sure enough, holy crap, Michael Hunt, Detective Michael Hunt, is a real person. They showed up. We did a Google search. We found them. They are real. They are an actual police officer. For God's sakes, man, if your last name is Hunt, why in the hell would you name your kid Michael? Okay? Those are bad parents. Bad parents. Nobody puts Bird in the corner. A city in Arizona, they have like 2 cities. Well, then you've got a 50% chance of guessing it. Sci-Fi says good night, everybody. Good night, all. I think Bird of Prey said it, DJ. Bye, guys, for a split second. Hasta la vista, paja coros. Latest, I got to go Bird to rant a little. At least I got Bird to rant a little. That wasn't a rant, that was telling a funny story. Multi-Gum says, back in 1990s, my friends used to look up funny names in the phone book and make prank calls. Yeah, I gotta say, I would occasionally do the prank call night with a couple of friends. Of course, we would call 800 numbers. Sometimes it would just go bad because they would just be so serious they didn't realize they were being pranked. Like, I called once asking about horse insurance, and I almost ended up getting sold horse insurance because I couldn't figure out how to get out. And yes, they covered being struck by lightning. Does your insurance cover struck by lightning? Yes. I don't know. I mean, could they tell it was a kid and they were just playing along? I still, to this day, I don't know. I don't know, Richie. Is my refrigerator running? I better check. Oh, it ran right out the house. Sci-Fi guy says, good night, Mama Bird. She's asleep. Qapla, everyone. Qapla. Tomorrow is another day. And it would have helped if it logged out. Good night. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.